Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the Dollar Tree and show you a bunch of the art supplies that I get that really save me a lot of money. And I'll apologize ahead of time for some of the audio because I was at the mercy of the Wi-Fi in the Dollar Tree. I would come in here and show you a lot of the things that I get here to create art with. So bear with me, we're going to go on a little tour at the Dollar Tree. Here's the craft aisle. And there's a couple things here. Actually, I'm going to grab a couple of these to take to Costa Rica with me. These are those little wooden crates, and they're great for holding all paints, supplies. You can also put them on the wall like this. So I'm going to grab a couple of those on the way out. So a lot of cool little storage things that you can use for your art supplies. Sorry, it's a little loud and busy in here today. And then sometimes they have wood panels that you can paint on. I know that if they don't, you can order them. And then here are some of my favorite things. So I get these spongy things all the time for stenciling. They work really good and you can wash them. So you can use them several times over. I usually get a whole bunch of those. I have those in my classes. These are collapsible water buckets, which are great for traveling. You just take those with you and add water for cleaning your brushes. And then I do like these packages for my, like the bigger brushes up here for matte medium. I like these synthetic brushes. They work really well and they're inexpensive and you can throw them away after, they kind of get yucky, which takes a while. I usually use them over and over again. Let's see what else we got here. Little picture frames. I don't usually buy those here, but I'll tell you, they move things around a lot, so you have to look. Now, I know I do not promote Mod Podge because it can yellow. However, if you're just starting out and you want to try these techniques without buying the matte medium, you could use Mod Podge, or if you're journaling, that kind of thing. And then these bottles are really good if you want to put, water or water down your paints or use liquid paints. Let's keep going. We're going to go over here to the cosmetic aisle. And once again, they have these great little containers for putting matte medium or paints in if you want to make sure that they stay usable. I do have the wet palette, which is what I really prefer. Also, I get travel size cleaner for my jelly plates to be able to clean them. You don't need a lot. And then down here, they often have these spray bottles, and usually, actually, I can spray bottles. I usually get those. Those great to have water in and be able to have those on your work table all the time, so that you can spritz if your paint's getting dry or you want to make some marks with water, which I show you can take paint while it's wet, spritz it with water, and you'll get some really cool designs. And then I do get my plastic tablecloths and forks and all of that kind of stuff as well. But one of the cool things, just bear with me, you can find all these cool things for creating marks for printing. So you can either use them directly for printing, or you can use them on your jelly plate, make all kinds of patterns. Here's some more little cups for storing. I use a lot for matte medium, so I don't have to keep, using my big bottle. I just pour some in these little cups, and it usually lasts for a while, and then I can just cap it off and go back to it later. And then in the kitchen aisle, all kinds of great stuff. So this little stiff brush would make some amazing patterns. any of the potato mashers. It's a weird videotaping in a dollar store, I'm not gonna lie. These skewers are great. Bamboo wood skewers make some really, really awesome designs. So, yeah, those are just some of the things that I get here at the dollar store. I also do get the containers for the wet pallets that I show you. So those plastic containers are about 2 inches thick, somewhere along here. I get those here, and sometimes the paper towels. And then those blue shop cloths that you really need are usually at like a Home Depot. For those of you in Costa Rica, I have seen them. I haven't figured out where, but I'm gonna find them and I'll let you know. So yeah, so that's it for today. And something new and different, a little tour of what I get at the Dollar Tree. So I see a bunch of you making comments. Good to see you, and I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, ciao. For more information on how to use inexpensive household items in your art, be sure to download the PDF here in the description of all the different types of household items I've used in my work.